Hello all, I am Maju Kannisto, the coordinator at Research Career Unit, and I'm here to provide you with information about the SYS-LIFE application process. I'll walk you through the key steps. And my colleague Sanni Helander is on the chat, so if you have any questions, Sanni will help you on the chat. So here is an illustration of the 5-step path of SYS-LIFE applicant, and the 5 steps are checking the eligibility requirements, as George already has mentioned, and then informing yourself about the program and developing your own research idea. Then, third step is contacting potential host unit and obtaining a letter of support. And fourth, preparing all needed documents for application, and I will go them through in just a few minutes. And then fifth, lastly, submitting the actual application. So next, let's take a closer look at each of these steps. There are 2 main criteria for applicant eligibility. And George already led you through these, but, well, it never harms anyone to repeat it because it's crucial. So firstly, applicants must have completed a doctoral degree within 8 years before the call deadline, January 3rd, 2025. And researchers who have successfully defended their doctoral thesis but who have not yet formally been awarded the doctoral degree will also be considered eligible to apply. In these cases, the successful defense must be unconditional, no further requirements, corrections that need to be addressed, and take place before the call deadline. Supporting documentation may be required. Second, an exemption to 8-year requirement may be granted under special circumstances, for example, where an applicant has taken parental leave, military service or non-military service, or as a result of long illness. And applicants who wish to claim such an exemption must highlight this in their CV. Secondly, applicants must meet the MSTA mobility rule, like George mentioned, so applicants must not have resided or carried out their main activity, work, studies, in Finland for more than 12 months out of the 36 months immediately preceding the call deadline of 3rd January 2025. So this is to say between January 2022 and January 2025. Compulsory national service, short stays such as holidays and time spent as part of the procedure for obtaining refugee status under the Geneva Conventions are not considered. In the application, the mobility rule compliance is evaluated based on the attachment CV, which must include all positions in 3 years prior to the call deadline. Next, about informing yourself. Next, you as an applicant need to get to know the SYS-LIFE program and how to apply. So thank you and congratulations for being with us today and or watching this recording afterwards. We recommend familiarizing yourself with SYS-LIFE by going through our website, as Markus already recommended, and reading carefully the guide for applicants. In case of any questions, you can always contact SYS-LIFE staff at syslife@utu.fi. We are happy to offer guidance. It's vital that applicants identify at least one suitable research team / host group for their research topic. For this, visit our website for a listing of example host units, along with contact emails for the contact persons for each research group. Next, prepare a summary of your research project and chosen research topic. Before submitting an application, applicants must get at least one letter of support. In order to get it, they need to contact a potential host unit to discuss their proposal. A listing of host units along with contact emails is available on our website. And after identifying a suitable research team or host unit for your research topic, you should email a contact person at that unit and describe your project needs and request at least one letter of support at the earliest possible phase. If you don't find a research topic that corresponds sufficiently well with your own research concept listed on the website, you may contact other University of Turku units as well. Please use the template for letter of support available on SYS-LIFE webpage and attach it to your email to the unit's main contact person. They will then evaluate the feasibility and return the letter to you. In case of no support, a short explanation of the reasoning is given. Note that contact persons require a 2-week lead time to respond to requests for letter of support. So this is why we strongly recommend that you contact the potential host units as early as possible. Please copy SYS-LIFE at u2.fi in all electronic communication with potential host units. That way we are knowing what is happening, so thank you. The letter of support given by a host unit is converted into PDF format and attached to the application in the online application system. If you have more than one letter of support, compile them together into one PDF document. The application package consists of completed online application form and attached documents. The attachments to the application package are listed here and in Guide of Applicants. Please note that although there is an attachment labeled motivation letter in the application system, you do not need to upload one. Instead, please provide a research plan abstract. All attachments must be written in English, and we recommend using Arial size 11 with single spacing. All attachments must be in PDF format. Name all the documents using your last name and the document title, for example, Kandisto doctoral certificate. The two templates are in SYS-LIFE web pages in application page. They are in Word format, and after filling, they must be converted into PDFs. Application submission takes place in University of Turku electronic application system called Talentti. The electronic form and all the required attachments have to be submitted by Friday, 3rd January 2025 at 4 p.m. local time in Finland. The link to the application form is on SYS-LIFE website. Please prepare all the attachments prior to starting the electronic application. Please double check that you have attached all the required 8 attachments. There is an Appendix 1 in Guide for Applicants to assist you in this. You will receive a confirmation on the succeeded submission of an application from the system to your email. Submitted application can be modified until the end of application period. We highly encourage you to finish the application as early as you can. Late applications, those that are sent after the application deadline, will not be taken into account. The deadline for submitting an application is strictly absolute. Wishing you all the best with your application. Thank you for joining, and feel free to reach out for any support you need. And Sanni is there on the chat answering if you have any details on the application process.
Huge thanks, Maiju. So now we have time for a few questions if you have any, or then you can find more information from our website, and we will have these materials also there soon. So then it seems Husna has one question about secondments. So first is whether secondment needs to be within an EU country, and then 12-month secondment, when should it be completed. So the last one is easier. So within the 3 years, you'd be here. So that 12 months should be within that 3 years. So it doesn't be at the end, preferably not at the start, but and at some stage within that 36-month period. And then I think about the secondments. George, can you confirm? But I think it doesn't need to be in EU country.
I don't think so. No, you can go anywhere you want because either you're from an EU country or you're doing your EU time here. So I think it's pretty free.
That's what's our kind of gut feeling of that. Any other questions? Eva?
Sanjan, I would still like to point out one thing. You cannot go and do your secondment in the country where you have been 12 months during the previous 36 period. The same mobility rule applies also for the secondment. And it applies for the actual postdoctoral fellowship.
Yeah, and Sanni.
Sanni actually already
yes.
replied it there.
Yes.
Are there any other questions? Last year there were some questions about the templates. Do we have a template for the application or for the other documents that you must submit? And for the research plan, there is no template. There are just instructions about the font size and the number of pages that you have to follow. But then there are guiding templates for the data management plan and the ethical self-assessment.
And also the letter of support.
Yes, letter of support is also a template.
Yes. And Gantt chart, I think it's not that you need to do something, but I think the main thing is to make an application that is easy to read and understand, and sometimes Gantt chart might make it easier, but it's not obligatory.
And last year there were also some questions about regarding the letter of support. And if you have any questions related to that, always also contact SYS-LIFE at utu.fi, because there are some things that you have to keep in mind when you are applying for these letter of supports.
So for Roy, so this second call is the last call for this project. So there won't be any third round. So everything that it will be regarding this second call. So before the second call goes, the application period is finished. Then before that, you can have been in Finland more than 12 months.
And if you have an affiliation with any Finnish organization or institution, that is also considered as in the mobility rule, it's also considered as being in Finland, working in Finland.
And then from Jitender about the data sets. So I think you will see kind of what kind of data is available. It's easiest if you go to read the different project descriptions, and then if there is something you would want to know more, then it's best that you contact straight into kind of the project leader. And for all of them, there are their contact information within their project descriptions, because there are so many different kind of data sets, so it's impossible to describe them all in a few minutes. So it's best that you get to know them through the website and then contact those persons if there is something of special interest for you. You can apply this call also. So if the mobility rule and other rules you still fulfill, you are free to apply again. So still, please start writing if you still have something, or then we've been very happy to have active people and very useful questions from you, and hopefully you have find all the other information useful, and as said, they will be stored in the website pretty soon.
The chat will not be visible in the recording, but
Yeah.
But all those things that now have been asked, they can be found on the website or just by sending an email to SYS-LIFE@utu.fi.
So thank you very much, and please be in touch if you have anything you want to know more, and please visit our website. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.